Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today doing another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a video about the Saw series and more specifically Hoffman. Now, it goes without saying there's a lot of spoilers inside this video, so if you've never seen the Saw series or you don't care, then I guess you're okay, but I would really recommend watching the series before this video. It is a really enjoyable series. It's one of the best horror series, especially in terms of story and continuity and all that. Today's video is about how Hoffman escaped the bathroom. Heavy spoilers are coming. So let's start with Hoffman. Obviously, he was first introduced in Saw 3 in a minor role in the background. Blink and you miss him. Like, he's in for 5 minutes. I think he says like 2 lines. And obviously they expand on it afterwards with Saw 4 revealing he's a Jigsaw apprentice. Saw 5 going into his backstory. A lot of people don't seem to like Hoffman. Very decisive, this character. But I've always been a fan of Hoffman, me. Obviously, like I said, the last location you saw in was the bathroom at the end of Saw 3D, getting locked in there by Gordon. And Lawrence throws away the saw, so he has well, it seems like he's got no chance to escape. But come on, it's Hoffman. We've been shown throughout the whole series he has a tendency to escape like near-death situations. Specifically in Saw 6, at the end we see him escape the bear trap. Now obviously this is his test, and it's shown that, John's testing him. Like Amanda had her test, this is Hoffman's test. And he barely manages to escape. It's also shown inside the flashbacks, John says to him, I want to know if you have what it takes to survive. And he basically proves that by getting out of the reverse bear trap the way he does. Now, obviously, we've seen 2 different people escape the bathroom throughout the series. The first one was Gordon, when he cut his own leg off in Saw 1. And we also seen Matthews escape in Saw 3, when he broke his own ankle and twisted his way out of the shackles. So there's different ways for Hoffman to get out. Obviously, the hacksaw's already been thrown away, like we said. So that's not an option. But, I mean, if they really wanted to bring him back, they could have any way of him getting out of the chains, really. He could even, I mean, it's a little bit weird, right? But he could even eat his own leg. I mean, Hoffman could do that, right? He has that survival instinct. He'll do whatever it takes to, escape. Now, there's some evidence that people say that he's not alive, such as in Jigsaw, we see the hacksaw from the first Saw in Eleanor's place, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they found the bathroom in Hoffman. Also, the location of the bathroom, we've been shown throughout the series that there's tunnels leading to the bathroom. And also in Saw 2, we see that it's connected to this nerve gas house. But also in Saw 5, we see that Hoffman has renovated this house, and maybe he's been living there. So when they do eventually find out that Hoffman's involved in Jigsaw in like Saw 7, they go and check his place, and it's possible that they find the bathroom that way. I think there's a reason why in both Spiral and Jigsaw they never mention Hoffman by name. It's obvious that they want to keep it ambiguous to try and bring him back inside a future installment. In Spiral we get a reference, oh, is this another Jigsaw copycat? This is in reference to Jigsaw and Halloran getting set up by Logan. I don't think this is any reference to Hoffman. If you think about it, we never get any reference to Hoffman in any of the series. Last time we see him is Saw 3D, and then that's it. He's never heard from again, never seen again. No references or anything. All we've got to go on is what Eleanor inside her apartment with the hacksaw being there. It's possible that she actually found the bathroom because she is, a fan of Jigsaw and all this with the website. So maybe Eleanor found the bathroom, helped Hoffman out. Maybe Hoffman's in hiding. There's so many ways they can bring him back. Until we actually see his dead body, he's not dead. Also, let's not forget that Hoffman is a fan favorite. Like I said, it seems like some people love him, some people hate him. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously John Kramer is the best. But I think Hoffman has his moments, no doubt about it. Especially Saw 4, 5, and 6. Like, Saw 7 is a different story, obviously. The first 10 minutes are good and the last 10 minutes are good. But Hoffman goes full Michael Myers. If it was up to me in a future installment, I would tie everything together. I'd tie in Jigsaw, Spiral, and the original series. And obviously that's going to, be decisive to a few people. Because no one wants to go and see a film where they have to see like 8 other films to understand what's going on. But I feel like at this point, like they've tried rebooting the series technically with Jigsaw and Spiral. I think they should just go back to the original continuity of the story. There's too many fans out there, and let me know down below. Do you want to see Hoffman back, or are you done? That's it. Do you not want to understand like what happened to him with his fate and stuff? Because I feel like either way, we need some sort of reference to know what happened to him. You can't just go on and not reference anything. Especially with Gordon as well, like Lawrence Gordon. I understand he doesn't, he's not that involved inside the games anymore. The writing with Hoffman's character seems a little weird though, because obviously in number 4 we find out that he's apprentice. Number 5 we find out that his sister got killed and he framed the guy as a jigsaw trap. And then in Saw 6 he's being tested. Like Amanda's had her test and she asks him, when's your test, detective? He's like, I don't need one. But that was his test at the end of Reverse Bear Trap. But then, the consequences of that, he gets out of it and goes after Jill until eventually he's locked inside the bathroom. Well, like I said, there's so many different ways they could, if they wanted to write him into the story again. Like, he could even technically just do what Eric did, I guess. He could just break his own ankle and get out of the chains that way. And from what we see inside the past of the bathroom, I don't think it locks. I don't think the door locks, technically, does it? Even in Saw 3, when we see Eric get out, he slides the door from the inside. So he opens it from the inside. So I don't know how the lock goes on the bathroom, but I don't think Hoffman's locked in there forever. But then the other evidence to prove that maybe he is dead, there's no reference to him in Jigsaw or Spiral. Like at the end of Saw 3D, everyone knows it's Hoffman, he's on the news. They know that he's been working with John. And then he just disappears. And then, maybe, I think the game stopped for 10 years, don't they, until the events of Jigsaw. There's also been talks of a TV series. I mean, if that's the way we get the story continued, I'm all for it, to be honest. I feel like Saw is one of the best horror franchises because of this, because the story just keeps continuing throughout. The continuity is there. Most films pick up where the last film left off. Where in other horror franchises, things change constantly. The story don't, Halloween, Friday the 13th, Nightmare. Saw is the one with the consistent story. So overall, in wrapping up, there's evidence both ways, really, if you think about it. Until we're actually shown Hoffman's body on screen, he could be dead or alive. I think they're keeping it ambiguous, like I said, because future installments, they can always bring him back. There was even talk of doing a prequel between the events of Saw 1 and 2 with just Tobin Bell as Jigsaw. I mean, I'd like to see that. In a perfect world, I'd like to see all the stories combined together. Spiral, Jigsaw, the original Saw series. And even if Hoffman's dead, I'm fine with it as long as they actually confirm it in a future sequel. Because right now, if you just leave it the way it is, we could keep questioning this till the end of time. And if you've been a Saw fan for a while, you remember the House of Jigsaw days, back 10 years ago at least, when we was all just discussing what happened to Hoffman. Even before that, we basically guessed from Saw 3 that Gordon was going to be involved somehow, and he did tease Gordon's involvement with each film. But yeah, this has been a highly discussed topic for the past 10 years. Saw 3D came out 11 years ago. And it's been discussed ever since. I'm sure one day we'll see the return of Hoffman. I mean, I hope we do. Because I feel like he is a strong character. He has his moments as well. And he's different from Amanda in a way. Amanda rigged the games. Hoffman didn't rig the games. People survived, but he just liked brutality. But yeah, this has been something different for the channel, guys. I've not done any horror videos in a while. Let me know if you liked it or not, because I want to do more of these videos. Make sure you check out these other videos that I've done in the past. Comment down below if you think Hoffman's alive or not. Make sure you click like as well, it really helps out. Like I said, let me know if you want to see any more videos like this. I'm really interested in doing more horror videos, I love them. I can even do figure collections like you see over there. I've got all my NECA collection and all that. I could do quite a few videos, so yeah, let me know if you've enjoyed this video. Until next time. Alright, just wrapping up here on the editing stage. I found an interview with Darren Lynn Bousman, the director of Saw 2, 3, 4 and Spiral. Inside this interview, he basically confirms that Spiral is not Saw 9, and potentially inside the future we could see a Saw 9. Here's the exact quote here. I'm going to have the link inside the description of the full interview, so make sure you check it out if you want. What he says is, what's exciting is that this is not Saw 9, this is Spiral. I think there could absolutely be a Saw 9. This is the 9th installment. Traditional Saw 9 that could follow Tobin Bell, or wherever they want to go. There could be a TV series that's a different story for different colour. Spiral could continue. This could turn into a new metaverse where we see all the Saw stories put together into one. I think this would be, like I said inside the video, the best outcome. Maybe a TV show with all different storylines combined into one. So everyone, make sure you go and support Spiral. Buy the Blu-ray and DVD when it comes out. I think it's out this month in America, August in the UK. Obviously the box office numbers are going to determine whether we get a Saw 10 or not. Or even a Saw 9. It's on VOD, make sure you go and support the film, because we all want the series to continue no matter what. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Make sure you click like and subscribe if you really enjoyed it. Let me know what horror videos you want to see next. Until next time, in a bit.